Oh, alright, here we go. Back to cross prime. Oh, one more, 7 by 7. Alright, let's see. Okay, that has 2 and 2. This has, okay. Therefore, since one of these has to be, that cannot be. And therefore, since that can't be, those two have to be. And therefore, that can't be. And now that can't be either. And this 3. Okay, the 1. Alright. If this is not a mine, then this cannot be the 3 for these. And this would have to be the 1, and therefore the 3 would have nothing. So this has to be a mine for sure. Which means those can't be, which means that is like this, and now this has to have one of those two specifically. However, for here, the black, oh yeah, okay, so this is a mine and that isn't. Alright. Okay. This, strange. I don't know, this would force this to happen, I guess. Which would then force this. And now you have that situation. That would be like this. This would force that. Forcing this as a result, and therefore that. This is all allowed. Ah, but I guess... What happened to force? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's here. Yeah. Because, yeah. This forced, if the 2 blacks forced this to be a mine anyway, because it made this one not have 2 here, then if this doesn't have 2 on the black, it has to have 2 on the gray, which makes this a mine anyway, like regardless of anything that happens. Yeah, okay. Yep, sure, okay. What is this? No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, this has the single mine on black. Which means what? If this is a mine, it forces this not to be, but now this guy is screwed. Okay. Yeah. 8 out of 9. Okay, so this one needs exactly one of these 2 to be a mine. So that means everything outside of that must be a mine. Okay, and since this is the 3rd one here, this needs the 2nd one there. Alright. Okay. Alright, so it's one, well, that, yes, okay. The 3? No. Let's see here. This 1. If this is not a mine, it forces these 3 to be. Now this has 2 on gray, so it needs to have 1 on black, but that kills the 0. So this is for sure a mine. And that means all those are not, which means those are mines as well. Okay. And that means that, oh, right, because there could still be, right, okay. And that means this. Okay, oh, that does this, okay. Oh, okay, this would be a problem. Yeah, alright. Because it would make 2 on the blacks for the 1, which means the 1 would need 1 on the gray, but now the 0 has 1 on both of its colors, which is not allowed. Okay, yeah, that's how that goes. Alright, this does that. And, okay. Does this 2 need something? Okay, so this is a mine. Oh wait, it has to be because of this 2. And that forces both of those to be. And that means, okay. Now that this is the situation, no. Can't really get anything from that, okay. So if this is a mine, it forces that not to be. And then forces both of these not to be, which kills the 2 actually. So that's interesting. It's so weird with this mode, because like somehow I always find like the exact square that I need to assume something in order to figure out what's going on, and like it just happens to work out. I don't know, it's crazy. Okay, so this one, what does it say? Obviously only one of these 2 can be a mine, because if they're both mines it kills this one. At most one of those 2. Second of all, at least one of these 2 has to be a mine. Because of this 2. So what about this? What about this actually? No, that doesn't really do anything, does it? Alright, so if this is a mine, it kills this, thereby the 2 forces this, but the 1 doesn't like that, so, okay. So, that can't be it. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's figure this out. So this guy, like, as long as one of these 2 is a mine, then it's fine. Oh, this 3. Yeah, immediately. Okay. Which, yeah, okay. Oh, this needs 1 on gray. Because it has 2 on black already. And that means that this cannot be mine. And this 2 says... okay. It's 3? No. Okay, this 2 needs exactly 2 of these 4 to be. Is there any reason why that it cannot be both of those? No, I think it can be. But let's just see what happens here. If this happens, then these are all out. Which now forces this for this 2, which kills that, thereby forcing this in. Wait, it doesn't kill that, does it? Because this could still have 1 here. Never mind. Okay. It still forces these 2 in because of this 2, but alright. Now this 2 needs this to happen. This one doesn't care which kind that is, actually. Okay. This 3 forces at least one of those 2 to be a mine, right? So I guess in this situation, if that's 1, it would force, well... no, it's still complicated. Okay, but I can see some other consequences of it being the other way. so we can see what happens for potentially here. Okay, if this is out, then this 3 needs to have 3 on the gray, and this 2 also needs to have 2 on the gray. So that happens. If this is here, then that has to die. Okay, there it is. Found it. Did any of these result in a contradiction now? What was the new information that I got? Is it just this 0? Oh, there's that one here. Okay. If this is the case, then that happens, at least. Oh, okay, cool. Which means that. Alright. And now this as well. Okay. Okay, and then that will force this, which forces that, and now this, which means... Okay. However, I think, unfortunately, the contrary assumption will not get me very much, if anything. I don't know, does this do anything interesting? It forces that. Also forces this. Oh. Yeah, okay. Does this do a similar thing? Yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, alright. I mean, maybe this 0 does something? I don't know. This one needs... Okay, so if this is a mine, it kills that, thereby killing the 2. Right, okay, so that's that. And now, the 1 needs 1 there. Yeah, okay. So either these are both not mines, or that's a mine. But if that's a mine, if either one of those is a mine, it would force that to also be a mine, killing a 0. So that's not allowed. Okay, this 3 now is like that, and therefore okay. 2. Oh yeah, alright. That's a new 2 that was not here before. Is there anything new? Any new clues over here? No, I don't think so. Then why? Oh no, this 0 is new, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it wasn't here before. Okay. So, if this isn't a mine, then it forces both of these to be mines, yeah. And now this 1... No, wait. Huh? Okay, if this is a mine, it forces that not to be, which forces all of these to be. Now either this is a mine, which is allowed because the one would still be fine, or both of these are mines, which is also allowed because, okay. But either one could just be not, right? Because this 2 is already fine. If this is a mine, the 3 is good. These are good regardless of anything else. Well, okay, well this maybe is dangerous, right? Because it'll do that, forcing this and that. And now this one needs that to be a mine. Okay, so if this isn't what happens, then... Okay, then that can't be. That's what it is. Oh, but then the 3's dead. So, yeah, okay. Alright, only one thing left that is safe. And this 0 forces one. Okay. So if this is a mine, both of these have to be safe, which is not allowed. So there we go. Okay. Oh, 4, yeah. Okay. That one does this, which does that, the 0. And now, yeah, that 3 is a thing. Okay. These ones both have 2 on gray, so there needs to be only 1 on black. It's either here or there, or one of those. Okay. These 2's now 1, 0. Let's say this is a mine. It's going to force this to happen. But no, it doesn't force anything else. Okay. But this being a mine may be interesting because it would kill both of those, thereby killing the 2. So yeah, there we go. So I guess this would kill those squares because of the 1's here. That satisfies the 0, satisfies that one. This one could be okay as long as that's not a mine. But then, like, any of these squares could be mines and it would not have any effect on anything. Okay. Well, what might be interesting is if this is a mine, it kills these, right? Now this one needs that to be a mine, but now this one needs that to be a mine, the 0's dead. So that one doesn't work. And for similar reasons, that one doesn't either. In particular, like if that isn't a mine, then it forces both of those to be, yeah, okay, so just that's a mine, that's safe, alright. Now this 3 just needs that to happen. This 2 is already fine, now 3 is okay. This will do that. What about this? This would do, oh yeah. Yeah, then this has to be both a mine and not a mine at the same time, yeah. Well, I mean, so this one needs a mine here, but that would kill this one, but this one needs that not to be, which would kill that one, so you're not a mine. Alright. Oh, this 0 just says that already, and that means that with the 1, the 3 now forces that. Okay, that's cool. This 3 now, oh, right, okay. Oh, well that 2 does that, yeah, alright. Okay. This 3 has 3, but it could, okay. No, you can't have both of these, and therefore that cannot be mine, alright. because this has 2 on gray and that's all it can have, and this already has 2 on black, so it cannot have 2 more on black because it needs to have 3 on black. And that's why you can only have 1 of these. And that means it's impossible to have all 3 black here, which means the gray has to be the 3, and so the 4th gray cannot be. If I want to like meticulously explain that reasoning, in case people did not notice that, I don't know. Alright, so what would happen, right? This is a mine. That makes 3 on the gray. Now the 2 needs 2 on black, which does this, and now this 1 has 2 on each color, so that's done for. So none of that. And then, okay. Done with cross prime. Time for the next one, which is the I, which is incompleteness. So there's a little bit of sideboard here. And it tells you each one of these circles means that the mine in that position relative to the clue counts as real. The X means that any mine that is below a clue, if this is the position that does not count as a real mine. So this 1 right here actually only has 1 next to it, because this one right below it does not count. Only this one counts toward the mine, toward this clue's perception. So it cannot see the one below it. It only looks at this one and says, ah, I only have 1 mine next to me. And this 4 similarly says, like, oh, I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4 mines right there. I don't actually see this one because it's directly below me. Okay. That is the point here. Alright, so this is 0, 1. Oh, yeah. Because this 3 only has 3 available squares, they all need to be mines, and they all need to count as mines. So that means everything in these positions, so this counts, that would count for the 0, so it can't be a mine because it would make the 0 have more than 0. Alright. Oh, this 2 also now has only 2 positions. Okay. These are so... Okay, this already counts. So if this is a mine, then this cannot count. Because this one already counts, and that one already counts, so it has 2. That means the remaining 1 that's in its range cannot be real. And that means everything like this is real. And the bottom right is what doesn't count. That means this 4 needs everything else in its range. But this 0, since the bottom right doesn't count, that has to die. And, okay, so that's, like, possible. And it does all that stuff, right? Okay. Yeah, I have to mark it like this. Otherwise, if this is a mine, then this has to count, which means circle, yes. Now this 4 only has 4 spaces, so all these have to be mines. They also have to all count, so that means this counts. No, not like that. And this counts. Okay, so that's 2 mines and 2 things that count now that are locked in. This 1, okay. Since the bottom right counts, either, okay. Oh, furthermore, since these 2 both count, that means these are empty. And that means this 1 needs the top to count, and so it looks like that. Okay, so what is this 3 looking like? If this doesn't count, then it needs both of those. Okay, interesting. I found almost everything. But this last mine would have to be. Wait, is this 3 okay? Yeah, because this one doesn't count, so both of these have to be mines. Yeah, alright. But in the alternate scenario, where this doesn't count, oh, then this one would have to be a mine anyway. Because, right, yeah, if bottom right didn't count, and yeah, this has 2 mines and only 2 spaces, and if this one doesn't count, that one have to be. Okay, so that always has to be. Alright. Now, the 2 possibilities. In the situation where top right doesn't count, this would be a mine, that forces that out. But in the other situation, this counts, that forces both of these out anyway. And so, what? Oh, but bottom right doesn't count, so it doesn't actually force that out. So this is the one that gets forced out. Yeah, okay. Now, either... Okay. I need to make markings or something. In the situation where bottom right doesn't count, that would be a safe square. Okay, so this is a mine, that's safe. Okay, so this somehow determines it. This would, yeah, but that doesn't count there. But if that's safe, then that would actually have to be a mine the other way? Or something? Hold on. What? Let me just erase everything and redo the assumptions, just so I know what's going on, because I feel like I'm getting a bit lost in the sauce here. Alright, so if this is a mine, this counts, that counts, therefore this cannot count, so you're gone, and that means you count. This is gone, so this 4 is okay, this 3 is like this, it's fine, so it doesn't care what happens here. But this 1 is like, oh, I have one that counts, so both of these are gone, and that one's dead. Okay, so that's how it is. What? Oh, but this doesn't count, so it could have been a... jeez, okay, yeah. Alright, so that does this. I remember it was like that or something, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. Wait, there's one more? Okay. Right, because I counted. I see. Alright, so now, let's do this again. This is mine. Then that doesn't count. That counts. This is... Wait. This counts, so those are both gone. Oh, right, that was gone anyway. Alright. Now, this doesn't count, so it's allowed to be a mine, and it needs to be a mine because of that. Okay. So it does this. Okay. Alright, now. The other way, if this doesn't count, then this has to, or if this isn't a mine, then that has to count. Which means that one doesn't, which means this doesn't count for the 3, so it needs this to be a mine. This doesn't count for that 1, but now this does, and so this is gone, but this doesn't count for that 1, and now it doesn't have any mines next to it, and it's dead. Alright, so, it actually was this arrangement. It's the, yes, okay, so there and there, alright. Now that kills that, which kills that, which, okay. Alright, whoa, alright, yeah, it's a board. Okay. That does do that, and that does do that. Now this has, yeah, those, don't know if they count or not, though. Oh, but the top, right above the 0 counts, so that has to count. And now, okay. Somehow, alright. Okay, so if that counts, then... Oh. Ugh. Okay. And this has to be a mine, that also has to count. That means, since this counts, that can't be a mine. And that means this has to also be a mine for this too. But then this has to not count for that too. But then this 1, wait, hold on. My reasoning is that doesn't need to not be a mine, because this is allowed to not count. Okay. And in fact, because of this, at least one of these needs to be a mine, so one of these has to not count. So actually that can't count. So that's gone, that's in. And then for 1, since this doesn't count, that needs to be a mine. And since that doesn't count, that needs to be a mine as well. Oh, but that puts 3 on this, which is also a contradiction, so that does not count, which means all these do count. And now, okay. Oh yeah, and that just needs that, and now, okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, yep, alright, that does that. Okay. Fair enough. So, for example, if this doesn't count, then these have to be mines and they all have to count. But now this one has 2 mines that count, so like, no, not allowed. So that has to count. And I think by the same reasoning, no, because if this doesn't count, sure, you get all these 3 mines, but this one doesn't count, so you don't have to care about that for the 1. All that would happen is just like this. And now, yeah. But this 4, 1, 2... Okay, so it would need 1 there. This one doesn't count, so it needs a 4th one here, but the 1, yeah, that's fine. Alright, that's kind of a lot of stuff from that assumption, but I don't know how helpful that actually is. I don't know. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Well, alright, so might be able to do some cases here. Get some cases action. And I guess obviously, yeah, okay. So now the other way. Now, since this counts, basically everything available to the 3 counts, so there can only be 3 out of those 4. And also both of these count for the 1 now, because of this assumption. So that means only one of those 2 can be, which means both of these have to be. And also neither of these can be, because they also both count for the 1. Yeah, in this arrangement they do. Okay. So there's the results. Yep, okay. Okay, so under these circumstances, these would be safe because this 1, right, that would. But looky here, this 3 would now, because this doesn't count in this assumption, the color assumption, the red and blues, then this 3 would only have 2 mines, which is not enough. So that means this has to count, and that has to be mine. Now the markings are worthless, okay. Now this 3, okay, this 1, everything except possibly that counts. So, for example, if that doesn't count, then this 3 doesn't have that, right? So it needs 1 mine here, it needs that to also be a mine, for the sake of, because it doesn't count for this 1, but the 1 can only have 1 here, which would be the 3rd one. Like, it needs this to have enough mines. And that means this does that. This is the one that doesn't count. This 4 now has everything, which means that 1's dead. So actually, that counts. Okay. Okay. this one, these all count, so there can only be one within these 3 squares, which means that has to be a mine. Now, oh, and this one needs 1, right? But this 4 already has 4, which means one of the ones that it has to not count, which is only this one is the one available to not count, so it doesn't. So now because of that, yeah, this one, because this doesn't count, forces that to be the mine, and that forces that out. Okay, this there, okay, sure. Alright, 6 by 6. Yep, the 4 just does that. And the 2 is like, yeah, okay. The 1 and the 1. Now, okay. So it's possible for these to be mines, right? Because if, for example, wait, these all count, right? So from his point of view, these both count. So no matter which one, oh, okay. But these could be the one that doesn't count. Yeah, that's possible. Alright. Right, that's why that's like that. Okay, so this one, all these count. So at most one of these can be, which means both of these have to be. They also have to both count. Okay. And that means anything here that counts would wipe this, which means those both have to be safe. They're claiming one more. Oh, because top counts, so that's safe now. Okay. The 0 kills that. That forces this in and forces that to count, that is. This 1 now has everything, so anything that counts here. The 0, okay, does that, which, alright. This 2, no, okay. Oh wow, we're still in that situation. Alright, what happens if this is 9? It forces that to not count, because of 0. But it also forces that to not count because of 1. So yeah, no, okay, get out of here. Alright, that just forces that to happen. Alright, that's cool, we know which one counts now. And that means that's not possible to be mine. Alright. Oh boy, 2 down here have to be. They also both count for this 2, so everything else that counts for the 2 that's outside of that range is okay. Yeah, alright. This 3 needs one of these 2. This doesn't matter for that. This needs one of these 2, so that one can't be. And now 3 out of 4. One of these 2 gets eliminated. Both of these are mines. That gets eliminated, and there we go. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's something. Okay, nice. Alright, okay. Sure. Oh. One of these has to not count, which means everything else does. And now, oh yeah, well, since these all count, they can't be mines. And now, this one, oh, that counts. Okay. Alright. Well, This counts, these both count. Okay. These both count for the 3, these count, so since that, okay. I guess we shall assume that this does not count. Okay. That means that one doesn't count, also that one doesn't count for the 3. The 3 now needs 2 mines, one of which will be here, the other which will have to be here. Now this 3 has everything, so those are both dead, and then this 2 is dead, so no. That is not allowed. Okay. Now, it's left side that doesn't count. Oh, that means, yeah, okay. Right. Alright, so we get this kind of situation going on. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't count. This. Oh, 4 out of 6. So 2 of these will be eliminated, so everything other than those has to be, okay. Okay, yep. The 2 sure does say that. Alright. Okay, so... So for example... Let's say top right doesn't count. then these all have to be mines because the 5, right? And now, since this doesn't count, but those two do, so these are all out. Okay. That also forces this. Okay. Something, I guess. Alright, what about the other way? Let's say it does count. Okay. Then this one counts for this. And I know this one counts for that as well. So I guess alternate assumption, let's say that doesn't count. Now these all have to be mines. But this doesn't count for the 2, so now this is actually allowed to have one down here. Oh, but then the 1, oh, yeah, I should consider, in this case, yeah, in both those cases, this 1 is, like, not happy. So actually, that has to count, alright. And I guess so does that then. Yeah, okay, so those 4 count. If this doesn't count, what happens? Then all these have to be mines. And this is the one that doesn't count, and so that means this 1 is like, yeah, okay, so that counts. If this doesn't count, then these all have to be mines again. And that's the one that doesn't, okay, so this counts as well. Alright, everything around the 5 has to count. And that means all these count for the 2. So for 1, that's safe. 2 of these 3 have to be mines, which means these 3 have to be mines, which means it's one of these 2 that doesn't count, but either way those are all safe. Okay, this 2, one of these doesn't count, one of those doesn't count. Either way this is going to have enough for that to happen. This 3, since I know one of these 2 isn't going to count, this is going to have to be a mine regardless, and that means that's out, which means that one counts, which means that one doesn't, obviously, okay. And now, that means this is not a mine. Oh, that doesn't count, so we need 3 out of those 4. This 1 says, so if this is a mine, it kills that, forcing both of those to be. Yeah, that's fine. But if it isn't, it doesn't really matter, okay. Well, if this isn't, then all these 3 have to be. That's something interesting, right? Wait, hold on. Okay, if this is a mine, this 1 is like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And 2 is like, aha, I need both of those now. Wait, this isn't killed though, because that doesn't count. Alright. And now this 3 is all like, oh, well, I have 3 now, so, oh, that doesn't get killed. Because it doesn't count. Okay. Okay. Alternatively, if that isn't a mine, this 3 is like, well, I need 3, which means I need all of those. And, oh, now this 3 is like, well, I have 4 now, so that's not going to work. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay, sure. Alright, that 5, yep, they're all there, they all count, alright. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Well... Okay, if top right doesn't count, for instance, then you need mines here, and you also need a mine there. directly right doesn't count though. That means this 2 is like, well, I need these guys. And this 2 is like, oh, okay, well that kills this. And the 3 is like, but that doesn't count. And then, like, we're done. So, yeah, that counts. Okay. Okay, so that means that can't be a mine. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay. At most, well, oh, yeah, at most one of these 2, because, yeah, alright. And at most one of those 2? Okay, so this is weird. Let's say this is a mine. Then that cannot count, right? So then this one kills all of that. This one will kill that. This 3 is like, okay, I need one here. These are both gone. Now, I need one there. Okay, that's kind of the situation. Wait, what doesn't, top right doesn't count? Yeah, okay. That doesn't affect any of my later deductions. Alright. Okay, now if it's not, now this 3 is like, alright, I need to find 3 mines somewhere. Let's say we don't have that as a mine. Then it'll be like, okay, so I need one here, I also need both of these. Okay. This counts killing those, right? This has to count. So top right now doesn't count. Which, like, okay, that's actually completely fine. But it also does this, right? So I can erase that, I can erase that, and that's all I can erase from that assumption. Now, let's say this one is 1. Now the bottom right has to not count. And if that's the case, this can't contribute to the mine count, so this 3 needs that one to be a mine, which will kill just that one, but not that one, because that one doesn't count, so it's allowed to be a mine, and it wouldn't, the 1 wouldn't care. But that also forces one of these 2 to be mines. Exactly one of those 2 to be mines. So specifically those can't be, but since that doesn't count, it forces that one to be. But either way, the 3 save squares are those. Okay. Well, now this just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Now we got what counts and what doesn't. Alright. And if that's gone, this 3 is like, yeah, okay. This 2 is just, alright. Yep, okay. Alright, things are happening. Maybe not anymore. Oh, at most one of these 2 can be, so both of those have to be, which means that's out, which means that's in. And since both one of these has to be because of this guy, that means that one can't be. Alright. Oh, that forces this. Okay. We're all kind of in there. Okay, 3 out of... They're all in range of this, and that means these are gone. That one tells me that, which... Alright. Yep, the 4. Okay. So if leftward mine does not count, then this 4 kills that. But if it does, that gets killed anyway, so yeah, alright. Okay, this 4 has at least 1 right now. So let's just say top right doesn't count, right? That would force the other ones to count, which means it counts for this 1, which means those are dead. Yeah. And now this 4, since that doesn't count, these need to be mines. Wait, if that counts, then this 4, oh, right, but these might not. Okay. This 4 only has 3 spaces, so it's done for. So like that. Ah, the wrong thing, wrong color, or whatever. There we go. I left click instead of right clicked. That's what I mean by wrong color. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Okay. So these top all count. This also counts. So like if, like if bottom left doesn't count, then this doesn't count, but it does count for the 1. If it counts for the 1, these are dead, and then like, yeah, that's not allowed. Okay, there we go. Top and bottom count, and that means that's gone. And that means this, that needs to be a mine for sure, because at most one of those two can be, yeah. And then, so either that's a mine and, wait, top right counts though, right? Yeah. Top right count. Oh, so if this is a mine, then left can't count. Okay. And then that means right does, which means that's not a mine, and that works. So like this forces that and this, right? But that forces that, which technically either one could not count in that case. Yeah, okay. This 5, alright. Oh, since one of these doesn't count, oh, right, okay. Oh, and since both of these count, there can only be one of those, which means these 3 have to be mines, and also these 2 cannot be. And this 2 now, okay. Alright, since one of these is not going to count, this 4 needs the rest of the 3 to count. Okay, and then this forces, yes, it forces that. So that counts, and now, yeah, okay. Then this, and probably all this other stuff is going to happen. That needs to be a mine, that I don't know about. This, okay, if we look at these overlaps, this one has to be, that one can't be. This says, yeah, okay. Oh, that, yeah, obviously, okay. Alright, this 2 needs one of those 2 to be, this 2 can only have one of those. Alright, this 4, what do you have to say? Okay, that does all that, now this 3 is okay. Got it, sure. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see here. Anything that gives me there we go, there's something. Okay, oh, the 1 and the 4 together mean, alright, this 1 needs 2 mines in its range, which means one of these 2, or one of these 2 has to not count. While whichever 2 mines the 1 has, both of them have to count for the 4. So it's bottom right and bottom left, but if bottom left doesn't count, then the 4 is screwed anyway, so that's the one that has to not count. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, cool, I found that relatively quickly, just from a 1 and 4 together on the edge of a board. Well, mostly because that square was dead. Yeah, that kind of gave that away a little bit, huh? Oh, and the square that doesn't count for the 1 has to be a mine as well, is another thing that I reasoned from that. Now, this... Ah, these 2, and that cannot be. Alright, oh yeah, both of these have to be mines, obviously. Okay. Alright, cool. That does this, and you, oh, right, okay. Alright, so this 2, could only have 1 more here, this 4. Okay, so it's possible, you could have that be a mine, then both of these be. Or you could have that be a mine, then only one of these could be. And, wait, oh yeah. Oh, the 5? Does the 5 do something? No, I guess not. Can we have both? Yeah, we can't have both of those. This 2, that 2, the 3, wait, the 4 maybe? Okay. So only one of these can be missing. Let's say that's missing. Okay, then this 4 is all like, well, I need all of these. And this 5 is like, well, I need those as well. And now this 4 is like, I have all the mines that I need, and this 2 as well. Okay. Now, this 3... Oh. Ha. Alright. This 3 can have one more along here. This 2 can have one more along here, but also could be there. It's getting nothing here. Getting absolutely nothing. Let's try this. That forces all of these. If that's gone, this 4 needs that one to be a mine. So this is now out. So does this cause problems? It would do this. Now this 4 just has 5. So yeah, okay, that's the problem. Alright, there you go. There you go. That is this, okay. Stuff? No? Well, you see... Okay, this is the one that doesn't matter. For this, too, that is. This is a mine. These are dead. That means that's a mine. Since that doesn't count, that's a mine too. And there's that. Say it ain't. Then these is. Which means you ain't, which means you is. And if you're not, then you are. And then if this 3 needs 1 here, this 2 can't have 1. Wait. No, that does count for the 3. Okay. It needs 1 of these 2, which means this cannot be a mine. Okay. And this 2, yeah. Because it would eliminate both of those if it was, because, yeah, alright. Now, 1 of these is a mine, but it could be that one potentially. Which would force that one to also be. But if it's that one, then that one can't be. And then you need both of those. So either way, this one has to be, I guess. Whoa, wait, hold on. Let's say that ain't it. Then this needs to be. Because that doesn't count. Then 3 would kill this, and then this 2 has nothing. So, yes. Okay, and that means this and that. Which means that. Okay, cool. Sure. Alright. Alright, my markings are now useless. Okay. Well, obsolete, I guess is a better term, but alright. I don't know how many mines remain. Oh, what new clues did I get? This 2, maybe? No, that 2 was already there. It was this 1. So the clue that I got was that that's not a mine, and that is. Okay. This 4, only 1 of these 2 can be. Ah, which means that one has to be, which means that's gone. And now there's 2 left out of the 3. So 1. Everything counts for all the clues that I have available now. So that means that's the safe one and all the mines. Alright. We're past an hour, so I got all the way through all the 7x7s at least. Hey. So then we just have the 0 sum and the group prime after that. And then we can do this stuff and this stuff and yeah, I guess that's about it after that. But this is a lot of stuff. Like well, I'd only want to do the new stuff, not the stuff that's already technically part of ampersand. Right, because we did those already. But these are new variants, that's a new thing, and also these are all new combinations, which hopefully are fun. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so there we are, no need to stall. That's gonna be it for this one. That's it for today. So thanks for watching. Void out.